Welcome to Saturday Morning Live 11. Hope everybody's doing... That's just not going to work. I'm just going to have to risk it. I'm risking it all for you guys. You guys, what is up? Happy Saturday Morning Live. Got a little spiking on the mic in here. Hold on just a second. Let's try to fix that a little bit. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday Morning Live 11. Yes, I'm alive. We are live. I don't think I can get cooties from any of you guys. So we are going to go on with Saturday Morning Live as always. Nothing's going to stop us, not internet, not the coronavirus, not being out of coffee. I don't know. Being out of coffee may stop it or delay it. Hope everybody's doing well and is coronavirus free today. But you probably wouldn't know, even if you did have it. Hold on. I think we're good. I think we've got yeah, here we go. All right. We've got everybody in the house. Let me look at some stats and look at some comments and see what's going on. 36 in the house. What's up? 36 and 16 likes. Make sure and go ahead and hit that smash that like button before you get taken away by coronavirus. So I've switched over to the mocha. And I miss my caramel. This episode is sponsored by Quality Quilted Northern, who has absolutely no problems with their business model right now, right? Except for a lack of supply, being able to actually get it out there. Yes, that's the joke of the century. Is the freaking. So hey, thank you for the Pete. I have the remote sitting right here ready to do that so that I'll remember, and I didn't. Did it turn on? It didn't turn on. Turn on! And turn on to number 2. Yes, that. What's up, everyone? Why isn't CP in the safe? You know, I'm taking a big risk with it being out like that, but trust me, I'm well prepared to reach over here and fling breasts. Slavings. Fling brush slavings. Oh, hold on. The noise is kicking up a little bit outside, so I may end up having to go kick that door shut. Definitely when we go up there. What pick are you using? That is it's just a plastic knife. It's just out of cutlery. We most of our lunches are to go, so we build up our cutlery, and I use knives and forks and whatever. It's so much easier. When I go to the dollar store, I always pick up a couple of bags of spoons. And I guess now we need to go look and see if they have toilet paper, right? Yes, that's the big thing right now is schools. Okay, so, you know, I'm kind of really glad about that because I love the traffic. Thank you. Thank you. Those of you who drive around all the time are just like, thank you. Thank you. However, there's a lot of people that are going to be wildly inconvenienced by that. So, yeah, schools are all closing. Some of the local ones around here are going to be closed next week, too. So, wow, worldwide pandemic. Made so mostly by the news, it seems like. It's just getting worse. I remember this was like during Katrina. Like, I'm just using that. That's just the typical. Back during Katrina, we saw that with gas, and they capped it. Why they didn't start capping supplies? 2 weeks ago, a week ago, right when they saw these people kind of mad, scrambling for those types of supplies. They should have stopped it. They should have slowed it down then because they capped gas after Katrina. They capped, generators were gone. Tarps actually were hard as heck to get a hold of. And a couple other things. But, I mean, it's just like, just people. I hope you have your toilet paper. Kim actually went a couple of days ago looking for them. And I warned her. Last week I made that tweet. I was like, did you get plenty of toilet paper? So now we see what's going to happen during the zombie apocalypse. I mean, it's going to be toilet paper. Not going to be 22 shells anymore, but it's going to be toilet paper rolls. All right, I'm going to roll back on the comments. What's up, Rune? As always, first one in. Got a lot of comments to catch up on. Hey, okay. I need a comment. I need that in my ear. Time change. Yes, we are time changing. We sprung forward last week. And like Arun was mentioning, Australia will be doing that soon. So we'll get maybe some late night Aussie visitors on Good Morning Live. Good Morning Live. It's got me thrown off having my dashboard here. You know, as last week, if you missed it, we had to go straight from the phone. So yes, this is a little more complicated. Darcy's picks. What is up? I've got your message, and we've got that on the front counter, right over. Where's my program? Right over there. If you glance down to the top of the box, I know it's kind of shaded. Why is it so fuzzy? That looks fuzzy to me. Hold on. Why is my cam fuzzy? Yeah, over there. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Because we have some, oh my goodness, we've got some locks that we've lost this week. Yay, lost week lock this week. SE lock and key. We don't have anybody available today, I'm sorry. Thanks. Locked out of her house. Oh dear. Oh dear. How many tubular lock sizes are there? In case I missed that question, because I'm still got to go back over the comments. But the U.S. standard is just the standard 137B. I think I saw that posted somewhere else. But what you're going to run into in the U.S. market is some octagon shape. Octagon shape ones that's put out by one particular company for the vending market. Those are pretty popular. Of course, you can't do anything with them because they're octagon shaped. There is the smaller ones. I think there's two smaller ones from the standard 137. Like Apple micro laptop things. Actually, I just had to open one of those a few days ago on a job. Somebody brought one out and I had to unlock it, but it wasn't that tubular. Those are little tiny ones, and you can actually order those online. There's like one key, I believe, for them. And then there's one step up from that, and then there is actually a vending that's kind of between those. So I think there's three smaller sizes. Anyway, as a U.S. locksmith, if it's not 7-pin or 8, if you have a hurdy-gurdy, you do have some 8 and some a couple extra plates in the hurdy-gurdy. If you happen to have one of those, then yes, you can do the 8s and the whatever other 9s, I think it is. But I've never really had luck with those. And they're so far and few between that it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, let me go back over the other comments. There's that. Keyman, what's up, Lowell? Mr. Forbes. Mr. Forbes. Hey, Miko Wolf West, thanks for joining in today. Paul, good morning. Chaz is lockpicking. Peter Fox, what is up? I saw you were stuck in. Who else? I saw y'all probably already said this, but some of y'all are stuck in the house. That's horrible. Good morning, Lock Force. It has been a while. You've been away for a little bit, past couple of times, doing stuff. So yeah, suspended. Yeah. Bucket challenges have. I have a new of those bucket challenges. I have to see how much of my Haribo candy bucket I can finish trying the live. Haribo, what's up, Urban Locksmith? How's it going? Starry Lock, Night Owl. Good morning. How are you? Hope everything's well up there. Look at this. I got shorts on today. Look at my knees are exposed to the world today. Let my knees be free. Short sleeve shirt, shorts. That's Mississippi and March for you. Anders, good morning. What is up? Dan, how are you? Good morning, Dan. Weigel or Weagle? It's one of those that I haven't gotten down yet either. Wait, where are we? Dang it, it just, when somebody, like when I scroll, my thing scrolls and then it jumps and then I get lost on where I'm at. Okay, here we go. At least I'm not tapping your face, right? Last week we were tapping faces. We were booping snoots, boop, just as old time, boop. Old time sake there. Oh, hey, Don's Lock, you are here. What is up? I'm still awake. Okay, good morning, Dons. How are you? I hope you've been well. Thanks for staying up or waking up early, whatever the case may be. Hope everything's well over there in Australia. That's, I know y'all are probably all in just pretty much recovery mode after all that fire nonsense. Hopefully things are growing again. Wait, isn't it? It's winter there, so I guess it wouldn't be. Yeah. Logan's on YouTube. What's up, Chef Mel? How are you? Let's see. And I'm going to go and scroll down. Yes, we're loaded. We are here. No problems. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Good morning, James Randolph, HKS Systems, and Mr. Hooligan. And quickly, in case I missed everybody, Meter Kilo. What's up? How are you? Ken _ Terry Lewis. And Fred. Hey, what's up? Darth Jason. Yes, Darth Jason. I can't see wearing that thing, or wearing, I can't. I couldn't even, not all day long. No virus in West Virginia yet. Keeping our fingers crossed for you. Mississippi's always last in everything, so when we kind of hit in the middle of the map, middle of the numbering, everybody was like, dang it, how come we couldn't be last in that too? Yeah, I'm going to show you how to use that thing. I think I'm catching up to me. What pick? Yes, here we are. Remember, here's where I was kind of watching. Has everyone's business. So that's what we're going to talk about. HKSS has everyone's business suffered in the last week. No, not here yet. Life goes on in this world. Things happen, and things need to be taken care of. And from what I've seen, because I've been in some kind of open public places lately doing stuff, but I'm having to wipe down I'm having to wipe my hands a lot more now. I'll just put it that way. It's taking longer because I'm having to clean my hands so much since I'm messing with doorknobs. Shua. Oh no. Oh man. It's hard to hear that. That's bad news. Boo. We do not like that news. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed for you, Mr. L. Sorry to hear that. Keep my fingers crossed for you. You good. That's hard time. I hate that. Chris Capoon. How are you? Good morning. Did I already say that? I've called out. Now I can't remember who I said hey to. You made the broom stand up. This is a direct result of everybody making their broom stand up. I guess I'm partially to blame, huh? Most big offices up there are closed, yeah, so a good indicator is going to be Night Owl's area because he's such in a bigger city. We're a little bit more spread out here in the south, so trams are buggering off out of town. Yeah, I can imagine the wealthy ones are like, oh my God, I got to go to my Martha's Vineyard. Ooh. Rushing to buy. Ohio shut down for 3 weeks. Ooh. 4 confirmed cases in Ohio. Yep, there's okay, here. I've caught up on my questions almost. Shut up, baby. Shut up your lock. Wait, go, hold on. I'm almost at the end of these comments, and then we can get going. Stickers, yes. Stickers have all been sent out. International ones are just going to take a while. If you signed up on the website, you're going to get a sticker. Some of you already have, but obviously the, shipping and all that. I'm sure the UPS is kind of weirded out right now too. Imagine shipping services. Like on one hand needing what's in these containers, but on the other hand, just with us like extra washing our hands throughout the day or wiping our hands down so much throughout the day takes extra time. God, imagine it at the shipping yard. I mean, there's probably 100 billion containers. Well, I don't know. Then you lay into the fact that if it's all coming from China, you've got the delay over there. on that. I don't know. This is kind of weird. This is the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, y'all. Just by a numbered name disease. Now, the doom and gloom is going to be alright. We'll be alright. Everybody, all the smart people help the dumb people. That's all I can say. Just if you're smart enough, then help the dumb people. The Decline got his stickers. Good. Yay. I think that's $1 Crown Royal. That's going to get snatched up pretty quick. And Kim went to the grocery store when she went. She said all the canned goods were fine here. So, but I've seen some like totally empty shelves. It's crazy. It's crazy. Kevin got a sticker. Yes, Lock Force. Storylock got it. Yes, Lock Force. Heckin' yeah. Well, that's good. So you're doing good too. Hope everybody's doing well. Your stickers might be in quarantine. Quarantined, yes. We did it with clean hands. We'll put it that way. We're not sending cooties overseas. We've been going through some wipe down. What's up, lockpicking patrolman? How are you? HKS, yours is actually busier. I mean, I'm tired as heck. I'm glad to be sitting in the shop today. I'm so thankful for you guys for allowing me the opportunity to be able to just sit here and relax, because I've been going nonstop for since Tuesday. I got a phone call, and then it was it. That was it. It's like, okay, this phone call, you're going to be tied up for the next 2 weeks. I love and I hate those phone calls. Hello. I need you. I need you. I have 100 doors. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Okay, I've gotten to the yes, they are awesome, wicked, cool stickers, and just between me and you. Just between me and you. There was a 50 limit, but we got some more in. So those of the number went over 50. Those of you who may have been worried about not being able to get a sticker, guess what? You got a sticker. Hey! And Kim, she's just, I don't know. I hadn't even tried because I don't know what kind of thing she's got going on with it, like list. Yeah, I've got it. I've been afraid to look at it. I've been letting her handle it. GK Man, got your sticker? Yes, got stuck anywhere. I have stuck one on the back of my laptop. Let's see if I can do this. No. Let's see. Oh, yes. There it is. Is that it? Is it up there? Yes, Lock Force sticker. And I shouldn't have really done that. And that's really the only one that I'm going to stick anywhere right now. So that's my one on the back of my laptop. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Jason, you are so ridiculous. What did you do that for? You screwed up your whole setup. Anyway, I did that for you guys. Lock Force all the way. If you have not received your sticker nor signed up on the list, go to our website at Fonder and Locksmith or singlekeys.com, either one. And at the bottom of the page, click on the Lock Force button. It'll take you to the next page. Scroll down, and there's a place where you can add your name. If you say "Hey" in live, as part of being the Lock Force. Did we decide whether it was a club or the Lock Force? That's it. The Lock Force. The Lock Force. Instead of the Lock Force something, it's just the Lock Force. Captain Lock... No, just Lock Force. Thank you, Wes, for posting the link to the video, which includes the video address on the forum. Yes, awesome. Good job. Appreciate that. 68 doors is a lot if they were using an electric... 100 doors. I thought 4... yeah, now this is 100 doors right now. 100 doors since Wednesday, which I'm done with, except for I meant not. Technically, I'm at about 75 since Wednesday. I was able to pull off average of 25 a day. just because I would say actually the first day was like 35, and then the second day ended up being like 20 because of maintenance problems, and I knew that was going to happen. And it's like when you go and you start working on doors that have not been maintenanced, we're going to look at a couple of them. That's right. Let's go ahead and jump off into the comment, or not the comments, but the content section. Here we go with what we were not able to do last week. This is my fun little segment. So, well, let's go over here. Here we go. Here's a good example of just the crap that I'm having to deal with right now. And so that, just on like building a grandmaster, master, submaster, making sure what people, number one, going through and just pretty much getting a feel for the property like that. It's like in this instance, and in most of the bigger commercial, they just call me and say, do what you need to do, and then bring us a bill. I'm like, okay, so I have to go around and usually I made this joke on Twitter, I have to draw building maps. So like Ken underscore was saying he uses Excel to do that, but like when you're walking around a building and you pretty much just have to sketch it out. But with me, I kind of write what it is, and then I will like put a P beside it if I have to take a picture of it to go back on. And but you've got walls that look like an S, and offices that are wildly misproportionate. But as long as it puts the doors down and the problems with it and what it is, like mortise, like this one, and like this type of stuff, this type of stuff right here. This is the type of stuff that I'm dealing with right now. In addition to making sure the right people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's always kind of an interesting position to be in when you have one company takes over another company or buys out another company. All of a sudden, you've got all the stable employees, and they're like, and it's kind of funny as a locksmith because all the employees, no matter what business you're in, whether it be office buildings are the worst, but other types of places are just as humorous because as you're walking around with this clipboard, I don't wear a uniform. My van was around the corner. Nobody knew who I was. I did have one guy challenge me, and he didn't really challenge me. He was like, hey, what are you doing? I told him I was there looking at the doors, and he goes, oh, and it's like you can tell throughout the business it had been whispers. So all of a sudden, it's like when they see this guy walking around. I did have my tags out. So kind of goes along with that orange vest theory. But, they, as these employees in any company who know and who have the rumor mill going around the office, at the water cooler type, that type of stuff. It's like, it's funny to hear the conversations as you as a locksmith are walking around working on stuff like that. So and all total it's going to be about probably 250 to 350 doors throughout a bunch of different complexes. So okay, where were we? I started not paying attention to the comments. Quarantine and chill. Formerly known as Billy Bob, now known as Miko Wolf. Okay. Yeah, you have to do it on the website. That's the only way is through the website. Hey, Mr. Ford. Got a video on his sticker. Alright, sweet. I'll have to check that out. Y'all check that out if he didn't link it. And also in big businesses like that, one of the main things nowadays is toiletry supplies, right? Yeah, no problem, Chaz. He entered his stuff, so Kim will be like, ah! Nah, she's fine. She's fine now, but it's that sudden large number that threw her for a loop. She wasn't expecting that when I did that to her. So it's always funny. But we won't have, hopefully, the whole point of this is hopefully we won't have to do that again. And when we get lock force related stuff in, we will have the lock force list ready to go. Electronic access. Oh, and that, yeah, none of this is all old stuff. There ain't no access control on this building. All right, what else do we have up in the comments? I'm going to lead off. I've got a couple of questions on drill things. We're going to look at that when I go up there to talk about the locks that we've lost this week. And to take them off. Look at our guy here. Look at that. Hey, Mr. Gray Suit. Check that out. That is right now, that's the only way I've been able to modify. I don't know how I did it. I think I picked up the color off of the pick and one of the shades. And I need to get my fiber guy to work. He won't answer me. I've sent 2 messages. I'm gonna have to, y'all give Juju to the fiber guy lock force vibes to make him answer my thing so that we can maybe get something done with that. But just toying around, I came up with gray accidentally. That's the only way I could do it. You can change the color, but like for some reason, I guess because of the shading, if you look, it's not just one color. His face is shaded. So that makes it like 3 distinct colors. So when you color replace or something, it does weird things. And this was the only one I could come up with that didn't have all the color. Like his face would be red. I could come up with like a purple suit, but his face would be really red. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get that straightened out and hopefully get the new logo done from the fiber dude once he responds, and maybe get a whole new round of things out one day. Some of the stuff that I worked on this week. Other than that, no. That's some of the security that I'm also dealing with. I am here to fix that problem. Where's my coffee? I take it upon myself to correct problems like this. And seeing as how the people in charge of the people that I deal with, yeah. It's unacceptable. It's not even a master lock. It's a Brinks. It's a Brinks lock. Double simplex. I posted this on Twitter. Oh my God, these simplex locks are just—they're great. I might add, they're great locks. I put a new one on fairly recently, and for those of you who have dealt with these double simplexes like this. On the older style, why are you lagging? What are you lagging for? Don't you start lagging. On the older style, for the interior, after you remove the 2 screws that have the tamper proof, the 2 hole screws, and then the bottom screw holding it down. You had to enter the code and turn the knob to be able to lift it off, because inside there was this mechanism. And I don't know when they made the change, but they made that go away. They made that go away in the new model. So probably because most people, when they unscrew the screws, and then they ended up prying it off, and that plate always bent out. So that's probably why they changed it. But anytime you're working on one of those and you take the screws out and you can't get it off, just put the code on the inside and lift up, or lift code, turn the handle, and then as you're turning the handle, it'll do what it needs to do. So keep it and lift it off. There you go. That's how you take those off to work on them. But like somebody else mentioned, there's so many problems that can happen with those. And if somebody said just get a magnet, I'm gonna put y'all in timeout, because no, just don't go there. Yeah, that was a Brinks padlock. Hey, Vorfeed Corp, what is up? Found a master combo lock on a cell tower. Hey, Watt Volt Lamp, how's it going? Watt Volt. I keep wanting to say lamp. I see a Volt, and for some reason I see when I just look at your name, I see another L in there, so I always want to say watt volt lamp, but it's watt volt amp. I don't know why it sticks an L in there. I guess because of the yeah. Close the front door. Do I need to close the front door? Is it too loud out there? It may be too loud. That's okay. I'll go close the front. We were gonna close the front door when I went up there anyway. So I know that mic picks up a lot of ambient noises. Oh well, I've got a customer coming in, so if I go up there right now and close the door, then yeah, that'd be kind of rude. So we may have to go to be right back. Hold on just a second. No, he's going to the cleaners. All right. Yeah, I'm going to close the door. Wait, we can do this, right? Yeah, I can see my knees. It's like make somebody do something from across the globe. That is advanced robotics right there, people. Find Master 170 and a lot of infrastructure. Yes, I see those all the time too. But on this one, I saw a lot of the bulbous body master, like number 1 with the skin around it, you know, the stainless steel skin. Saw a lot of that, which, you know, miles better. I don't know. Is it miles better than a Brinks? Is it really? I guess in toughness it is. It's much better. Sesame. Yeah, we sell Sesame. I completely stopped selling. I won't sell Master 175s at all. Those are no. But Sesame, it makes a good, decent padlock. I was just looking at Squire's padlocks. I wish we had an easy way to get those. Because I do want one of those big old Squires, and then I would love to be able to sell those combination locks, but I mean, because they just look miles better. At least not maybe sell them, but maybe get one just to check it out. And they're so inexpensive there, but after you add the shipping and everything, it turns out being more expensive. So that it's almost not a good thing to do. It's just so hard to be able to do that with your markup on your shipping and the pain in the butt involved with the weight and all this other stuff. And yeah, but Squires look really nice over there. I'm jealous of you guys and y'all Squire padlocks. We do giveaways every so often, William. Answering the question, selling. I don't necessarily do. I do when I have a ton, and I don't. I sell them on our eBay store, but we don't often do that just because of we're busy, you know, doing other stuff. But when I start going through that and see that I have extras, what I'll usually do is I'll put a link up. What I hadn't done before. I don't know. I feel bad about doing that, but it's like sometimes video is the only good way to see. I could show the old eBay way of doing things is like picture. So probably what I'd end up doing would be to list auctions and then put a video link in the auction, but not actively. No, I save most of it for giveaways now because we do giveaways. Is everybody here for this giveaway? Logan, Mr. Hull, I know I saw you too. Kevin, I think, have I seen Kevin? Or Daz may not be here. Anthony is. Hooligan got knocked off the list. Kevin got knocked off initially. Logan is off the list. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad topics. Ron, Daz, what do we have left? Anthony, who got added under suspicious circumstances, and Anthony being Cheerial, in case y'all don't know. So technically the only ones left were Ron Williams, Daz. I put New Year's. What did I put New Year's? There's nobody here named New Year's. Oh, my camera's wrong. Dang it. Somebody telling me the camera's wrong. Yeah. Ron, Daz, and New Year's. Whoever New Year's is. Probably just means New Year's giveaway. So we need to give that away. We need to pick a winner. Is Daz here? Daz here? You were knocked off the island. Oh, that's horrible. We may have to assign a proxy for Daz. I don't know. I'm gonna actually pulled out a little bit of that, and we were still optional on the whole Google Mini thing. I don't know. We still don't know if whoever wins it is going to get that. Daz being the only issue out of those left on the list. So, it would be between Ron and Anthony, I guess. Suspicious circumstances. We need to make Anthony go through a trial by fire to stay on the list. That's how we'll do it. Anthony, Cheerio, you are on the spot for the next few minutes until I can think of something to put you on the spot for. Anthony, post in the comment what your favoritist food is. Your favoritist food. Just post in the comment what one item, if you were stuck on a coronavirus inhabited planet and you could Uber Eats one thing, what would it be? What would it be? How do you get on the list for the giveaways? Through various videos I post online. You do have to watch them because you never know when there's going to be a giveaway. One, because I don't post. It's a giveaway video. This is a giveaway video. You will never see a giveaway in a title of mine ever again. So throughout various videos over time I've learned that lesson. So sometimes I'm just like I'll be talking about tools, and we'll do a tool giveaway because I've got tools that I got to give away whenever I have time. Besides making videos and thumbs up. Thumbs up is your favorite food? Really? Is that a thumbs up? Did you post thumbs up? That kicks you off the island immediately. Because you eat your thumbs up? He was probably not even paying attention to the video, and he was like, wait. I just got called out. And now we're having other people add their food, because guess what? Like James Randolph always says, it always comes back to food. We're going to go up front here in just a second. We do have a little bit more content. Somebody keep an eye out as to what he answers, because I'm not. I gotta go back over this. I'll just take a moment to say hey to little Ollie and our former two, that is Sabrina. This was one of those Facebook pictures that pops up. That's Sabrina and Delilah in the back, who have since moved on. Ollie is, he was interesting back then. He's a little burrito now, but that was Ollie when he was young. He is the last of that trio. That leg, oh my God, her leg, she's three-legged. The back leg's completely missing. She was a canine dog and got hit by a car 2 days into her dog work. They had to amputate her back leg, and she had a permanent scar on her front leg that would flare up every few months, and she would lick it. And we duct taped, and we duct taped around, padding, like, whatchamacallit, what am I trying to say? Ooh, crunchy! Yeah, crunch. Gauze. Neosporin, gauze, and then had to tape it up with duct tape to keep her from licking it off, and that would it'd get worse, it'd get better. But we loved the old gal. She was 16 when she went over the Rainbow Bridge, and the black one was Right up at 14. Just a quick note, if anybody from IDN ever gets this, please order Jet D1-6-NS, and please make your computer system understand what nickel silver is. It is my biggest beef with them is things, just minor things like that. It's a freaking nickel silver. In their catalog, it says, get this, nickel silver plated over brass. I was like, what? What? Nickel silver plated over brass. And then he said, so they're silver. It's not nickel silver plated over brass. Oh my gosh. Don't know what's wrong with their input thing. This was a fun one I had in between working on my large project this week. Was busting into a gated off closed down, I think it used to be like a dollar store or something, and it was in a rather fine area. Okay, so we gotta go back. We gotta see what Cheryl said. Tofu. Okay, so coffee. Hold on. Let me catch up on those comments. Southwest Museum. Peter remembers the whole nickel silver, nickel plated. Ah, God. I don't understand. I'm just going to call Jet and try to buy straight from them. Because Acme won't carry Jet. A lot of these other places have switched to JMA. Flake's Jet is PLS, which irritates me because they're bagged up in bags of 10, which is good for smaller quantities. They don't have to count keys out, but like the common keys, like D1s, which is a RU46, or anything else that's a common key, L4s. He's a couple of minutes behind you, Jason. Oh, must have meant Anthony. Tofu was your answer. I don't usually pay much attention to food. So I hit you with the worst question possible, huh? How is Little Frank? Little Frank's doing well. He's got short legs. Yep. Approved because it's true. Anyway, and you know what? I opened that gate. Ooh, that gate. Not that gate. Both of them are a gate. Did I not load that other picture? I guess I didn't load the other picture of me inside, thumbing up the camera. Big empty building. And when I got it, I kept picking it. It would not pick to the unlocked position. It's on that gate, so it's just an Adams right hook bolt. So it's a mortise cylinder in a guard ring, too hard to deal with, a Sergeant keyway. And it's a lock we lost this week, but only because I took it off to switch it out to match another key that was on the interior doors behind that please don't break in me bar door. But I kept picking it the wrong way, and guess what? My spinner, I guess, is finally giving up. King Street's going to be like, told you 2 years ago, brah. It is, I guess, the spring, and I do have a replacement spring, so I may try switching the spring out. But that spring, I may do that as a video because I hadn't replaced that spring in years, and I've twisted the heck out of it. So I'm curious once I take that spring out, once I find my replacement spring. But it's time for me to buy. I think I deserve to spend $50-ish on a good plug spinner. I think it's time to treat myself to that, don't y'all? Especially when I pick it 4 freaking times and it won't spin the other way. Oh, son of a. Am I gonna get shot? It's like, drove me crazy. You spin. Yeah. So tofu was your answer. Okay, everybody vote. We're gonna have to vote cereal off the. Is tofu a good answer? I guess that's hard to say because the only reason I like tofu is in like miso soup, but I couldn't eat it like on the full. To each his own, of course. No, I would eat stuff that he doesn't like. So, I think my answer would probably be pizza. I mean, it covers your food groups for sure. So you got bread, milk, So I gotta have to go pizza or cheeseburgers maybe. Mike missed a question. I prefer the new style is slippery. See, that's why I hadn't bought one. They don't make them like they used to. I gotta put that spring in. I don't think I need a. It's fine. Oh well, it's fine, but I'm probably gonna have to get in there with a little file and make it because where the notch goes into it is rounded like that, like angled just from wear. So I'm gonna have to take a file. I'm gonna have to bring it back down. I don't know how that's gonna affect it. It's gonna affect it obviously a little bit. So that's what I'm most concerned about. But I'm gonna have to get my helping hand and hold it up and do some things to fix it. Because that new one does look like it's slippery. Is it plastic? I mean, it looks plastic. I hate to ask that, but is it what do they call it? Hydro-molded something. Looks plastic. Looks like it's plastic to me in the pictures. So I'm thinking about getting a spinnaker, like we talked about. We've talked about that. Let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, Montana Matthew. Thank you for the comment, Montana Matthew. He ended up apologizing for that because I was like, on his where do you get one? I said I would tell you where to get one, but it would be too slow for you, so figure it out yourself. He's like, I'm sorry, but it was just too slow for me. And one of the fun things about my videos is, hold on, I got a thing. Like a master brand? No, only if it's a rekeyable style padlock. It really depends. They make a bunch of different models. If it's a off the shelf type of, no, you just buy it. You buy new. Some of them are $2.25, and some of them are $2.75, depending on which type of padlock again it is. Okay. Thanks. Guess I'll be making padlock keys, huh? This was funny. I guess since Reddit's becoming so humorous to me, I guess I need to reload the app on there. I just shake my head so much sometimes about Reddit. Where'd my comments goes? The spinnaker's still sold. I just recently price checked Acme from, and he said he had them. I want one that's small enough to fit in my pick kit, though. That's the problem. The big old, like, bulky handle. Yeah, I don't. I wanted something small enough to fit in my pick kit. I don't like those big, like Peterson makes one. It's got a big old bulbous handle. This isn't for my workbench, so I don't think I'd like those. They called Jason to say he's quarantined his shop without coffee. Hey, Gumby, what's up? You were not late. You were midstream. You were right at midstream. We need to write a Lockforce locksmithing manual. You know, I've been trying to come up with a way to keep on. We've got this going on. We've got this going on now. I've been trying to come up with a good way to keep this going. And any suggestions you feel like you want to add to the thing, you can always email me. I've briefly considered doing several things, but then I realized how much I just don't want to. So I may pass that off to, lieutenants and stuff like that. Good morning, Dee Dee. What's up? Bradley, you keep a spinnaker in your pen kit. Has it got a good tight twang? Like we need bang? Does it does it do it? Like, how does it do? Like, just straight up tell me. 54 likes. 54 watching, last like. Go smash the like button. Go like the smash button. Go do all that stuff. So yeah, this guy, I don't know if somebody's told him that he really don't want to learn about locks from a guy named Frank. Doesn't want to do it. That is probably a bad idea. So we're going to lead over into the locks that we've lost this week. Using a drill jig. Hey. And I guess I got to take some wood up to do that. I need my wood. And some various things up there. But this came up with like 20 minutes before live started, so I haven't replied to it yet. This was on my Lori Deadbolt installing video with the thumbnail that had, it was a squeeze play, and it had just a close-up of the deadbolt on a metal door, I think, or the clamp or the jig on a metal door. Yes, I got to go back and answer that question, but it was on that video, and he says he's boring the 2 1/8-inch residential. Tried a few cheapo kits. So number one, the cheapo kits, while I've never used them, they're plastic. They may or may not be easily. They're made. I don't know. I can't say. I'm not even remotely up to date on that subject. So maybe somebody in the comments can let us know which ones are bad. If you've tried one and it's bad, post it in the comment section. Like if you bought one from Home Depot and it sucked, just say yes, the one from wherever. You can space it out so it doesn't, so you don't get in trouble by a major corporation. But so this one, the $20 Master Force in this example, is a more solid tool, but the hole saw, not carbide. Okay, you don't need carbide for your hole saws, for one thing. In a week, I broke 3 pilot bits. Way too much pressure on your drill. Way too much pressure on your drill. Most residential metal doors don't have wood blocks. Yes, they're hollow. When the 1 inch, okay, so this is one of the biggest problems. A 1/4 inch bed, and it lunges. So he's lunging, ripping a gouge in the door, which happens with new bits. So had to reverse the drill. Okay, so that happens, and what you're doing is you're putting in way too much pressure on your drill. Number one main deal there is you just come back off that pressure, dude. Arlen, Mr. Mirandon, come off that pressure. Come off the pressure. Don't be. And I'll probably go back on this video and like maybe just post a timestamp for this dude, because that's kind of hard to answer without doing like another whole video thing. But yes, thin metal doors. That's one of the biggest things is when you're drilling metal doors. Let's go ahead and move up here. Let me fire up a different mic. And check. And so if you're breaking 3 pilot bits, that's way too much pressure. And yes, and with that lunge, you're pulling through. As you're drilling, let's go ahead and move up front. Move up front. Since we got a good mic check, mic is good. And I got to take my comments with me too, but do not lick the smash button. Well, if you've cleaned it recently, you should be cleaning your phone, people. When using the Milwaukee jig, the back set can move on you with the hull spinning. Okay, so that's the biggest thing with jigs. The Milwaukee, it only does 2 and 3A. Well, okay, that's all you need. We're going to talk about that too. Milwaukee has the good hull saws. I kind of prefer the Lennox over the Milwaukee, but I've got both going on. So, okay, that's caught me up. Hey, ADD hobbyist, what is up? We are moving up at this exact moment to front and. Oh, my comments. We got to get the comments section. We got to get the peanut gallery. I don't really like that song. You learn peanuts. You're like cashews. You're way better than peanuts. Okay, here we go. SE lock and key. We can't help you today. I'm sorry. Okay. Just hang up on me. I'll just let you hang up on me. I'll just let you do it. Fine. Be that way. Locksmith lost this week. So, yes. Let's take the phone. Should have got a sip of coffee before I came over here. So I lubed up my chuck and it did help, but it's doing it again within a very short amount of time. Like from A to B, like from when it was new to when it started seizing up was 3 or 4 months, and now it's less than a few weeks. So I can see it getting stickier and stickier. And I can't wait to get it. I'll have to treat myself to that too. Good morning, lockpicking Heaven's Gate. What is up? LHG for short. Take the shoes with power bits, all belonging to power hole. You can swap them out with an underground drill blank and drill. Yeah, that's too much trouble, Peter. If you have an issue, yeah, I mean, I can see that. That would be a way to do that. But, and actually, Ken underscore mentioned the quick release holders. We talked about that in a video just recently about the detachable drill bits. We will get it in the comments here, and it's something was back about a month ago or so. We talked about having, oh no, why do I have a spinning circle? Don't spin circle on me. So, oh, I forgot to bring the wood. Well, we're going to do the locksmith loss, and then we'll talk about this real quick. Then we'll talk about these. This is, actually, we'll talk about these real quick. We'll finish this conversation. The jig under the gold one, yeah, I know what you're asking about, Darcy, but like a tad low since you moved. Okay, let me go turn it up. Let me go turn it up over here. I'm probably going to run back to the computer and Michael's muffled. That's muffled. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's just turn it all the way up and see what happens there. It may be how we have to do it. Did I switch the wrong thingamajigger? Did I turn it down? Let's see, turn that button right there. It might be the wrong one. No, we're on the right. We're on the mic. Okay. Much better. Okay, yeah, it was just, we'll just crank it all the way up here because I don't know why it's so low. It shouldn't be. That's as high as this one will go. And I have done it much better a bit loud. Yeah, I have to moderate my voice a little bit there. The thing that I've got feedback coming from this video, so the the thing I discovered after filming, several long videos with this mic is, yes, it is a little bit low, and that's not good. So I'm going to grab this piece of wood just to show you really quickly how this works. I only use a drill jig when I'm making a hole bigger. Making a bigger hole. Okay, that's good. Is that good enough? Let's see. Can't exactly. Easily, I'll get it. Easy. Make sure we're good over here. Going quiet again. Why is it going quiet? It should be going quiet. That makes no sense. I wonder if the batteries are dying. You gotta find me for Jason's mic. Alright, Mike, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. His idea where you get your LSDA stuff. I don't know why that mic is picking this up, but see if that fixes things. I just changed the setting on there. I don't know why. You move in front of the counter. Okay, well then I can pull the receiver out. It may be just a battery issue or something, but I can certainly bring the receiver out a little bit to right there and see if that helps. A little change when you change things. Okay, there we go. So that should be like right there. Close enough. So great when you get near the computer. What? What? It shouldn't be. This should be the audio off of my thing. A little bit better. Well, that means probably switch back to the hardcore mic here. Mic pack may be dead. You know, the batteries, I couldn't remember when I changed those batteries. So that may be a battery thing, but I can move this guy. We'll just move this guy out front. How about that? That'll be the quickest, easiest way to do this since we're dead. Don't get it, but we'll just move this over here. How about that? Come on over here. Microphone. Make room for the microphone, people. Nope. I don't have room for the microphone. Okay, that's good enough. Y'all can hear that now, right? Okay, we good? Dang it. Are we done with tech issues? Done with tech issues? Lysol the mic. Much better. Alright, you know, and I have batteries out over here just to prove I'm not fibbing. I have batteries out right here, so while I'm gonna chuck up this thing here, this and this were the same thing, by the way. It's the exact same thing, and this is the exact same thing too, but I cut it off. So now this, of course, is not a regular door, so it's gonna have to go down. Yeah, see, lock and key. Good. We don't have anybody that comes out on Saturdays. Why don't we open in the store? We don't have mobile service. Thanks. Okay, checking mic. Again, we're going to turn that guy off. And just got a battery switch because that's kind of awkward to do that. So let me know now if that's better. It should be fully charged. Let me throw these batteries out. Much better. Okay, that much better was from before, but now I'm not near the mic. And let me know how it sounds. First comment I get, I will verify that it's good and then go back up there. Now it sounds like the lapel mic is working. Okay, yeah, I just put new batteries in, so we're on the bearer. Thank you for the verification. We had some dead batteries. I couldn't remember when I switched those. I guess I need to start dating them because it's one of those things that you never know. Remember when they had the sticky? You press on the top and bottom to press on the top and bottom of the battery to tell you about how much it had left. Yeah, those are fun. Come here, Dora. Let's try it this way for the lighting purposes. Okay, so this thing. This is narrower than a regular door, right? So there's a lot of dials, like you said. Number one, the most important thing is to keep your dials lubricated. This one, of course, it's going to pick up debris as you're using it. Sawdust and stuff is going to get in there. And then as you unscrew it, that sawdust is just going to transfer in there. So I actually just spent quite a bit of time cleaning up this guy. So this is that with that cut off, because you don't need 5-inch ever. Very rarely ever. Are you ever very rarely ever are you ever going to very rarely do a 5-inch back set? It's not going to happen. And if you have to, then you should be at the level where you could actually just use a tape measure to do this exact same thing, or this guy, $7 thing, center hole. Be it right here. So in this case, for this width, all right, this is an off width. Remember that. This is builder's wood. That's not a door. A door is 1 3/4 or 1 3/8. This is 1 1/2. So we've got kind of an odd issue with it being a little bit off here. But basically, this is for thicker doors on this side. And this is for thinner doors. And so what do we have here? And also, just to note, if you have to drill through-bolt holes, like we have here, through-bolt holes, which, that's typically how they end up being, but to mark your through-bolt holes, or handle sets, if you're having to install a handle set, it's always going to be the same back set, straight up and down. So you put the handle set in, here's 10 3/8, here's 10 3/4. You would just move down to, 8 inches or whatever the instructions call for. But don't follow those instructions. Make sure you measure the distance yourself on the physical handle set. Never go by the directions. Check 3 times, cut once type of situation right there, right? And I'm going to go make sure everybody's okay. Almost sounds like a filter or something. I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. Just weird. Making sure my mic and everything is exposed, but so the question was basically what all these dials do. So when you have this clamped on a door, just forward it down. This is looking down at it. Basically, this kind of, in a way, like sets your width. All right, going forward here. Ignore this for right now. We'll tighten it down so it's not clamping on the wood. So then you want to just back this off. Pretty much you back this off all the way. When I'm putting it on the door, I'll just go back. tighten it down. So what happens when you tighten the jig down now, what happens is it'll flare out one way or another, and that basically makes it loose. If we look down here, and it may not be really obvious, but with this not pressing in, it's flaring out that way a little bit. What that little bit does is make it able to slip more than it really, you don't want it to slip at all. So what this does, like I said, maybe you'll see a little sliver how it kind of opens out. So when you turn this, you push, you're going to unscrew here just a bit, just a bit, and then go forward, and then tighten down. And then as this, it'll level the rest of it out. And it's more prevalent, especially on these 5.5 inch back set Toolbags. This is just ridiculous unless you're just concerned about keeping the pristine beauty of your drill jig like it is. There's absolutely no reason to have to deal with this nonsense in your tool bag. Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. So here's a good example of that. Again, this is right there. And it can be bowed either way. It just really is dependent on the door. Very particular on like hollow core, like they were talking about in the comments. But that's what this does, is basically sets it so that when you tighten it down, it provides it as a perfectly kind of parallel surface for the most part. And then of course this would lock it down if you have multiple doors to do. And then everything else, that's really the only dowels and stuff on there. So as we can see, that big long, see how kind of, again, can't see it, but it's like, bowing out a little bit. So if I were to be using this in a drill type situation, and one of my wing nuts loose right there, I would see it bowing out. Wow, that goes out a lot. So when I go forward or extend that, and what that does is it brings it in just a bit there, provides more surface so that it doesn't slip. You don't want it to slip. That's the worst thing ever. And of course, this part, you just, I'm missing this, usually has a nut at the top, that just lets this come out. 2 3/8, or 2 3/4 without it, and 2 3/8 with it. A lot of you have used this thing in the past, so you definitely know. Definitely know how to use that. The gold one or blue one or whatever. That's same thing, just different. Where'd my phone go? Why did I bring it in here? Yeah, see, lock and key. Good. We don't have anybody mobile service today. Thanks. All right, I'm going to run over here to the comments. Stay well, Don. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. Easy back set. Wow, that picture is blurry over there. What is up with that? What is up with that blurry picture? I think it's blur on this. So anyway, I hope that answered your question, Darcy's picks on those things. And now we got to do some locksmiths this week. I'm going to try to minimize this since it is a the Schlage one also. In case you've ever not seen the Schlage version, you would clamp it. This one was actually pretty neat. Right, boom, boom, or put where you're going to do it. I can't remember, I think this may be twisted. Oh, no, it doesn't twist, right. Really, it's just a marker. This is just a fancy A marker. 3 3/4, so we move this over to 2 3/8. Boom. Drill. You can drill with it on there because it's got the cutout for the drill. That's it. Boom. Drill your this thing for about a year. Just like, this is cool. I'm gonna try it. So I tried it and I liked it, except this part in my tool bag, that kind of got a little bit irritating. And also you can't re-drill holes. You gotta have something to re-drill holes. And this won't do that. Except for your 1-inch hole. It'll do that, but you can do that with this, so there's no point, having both of them, no point in it whatsoever. That is our discussion on the drill jigs. Just get one of those. If you're going to be drilling doors, it's well worth it. All right, get out of the way. All right, we got to throw some locks away, y'all. Let's get rid of some locks. I'll go ahead and bring my other mic back over here, since we will actually be sitting over here for a minute. And fire it up, because this one is just one to be troublesome. Troublesome mic. And give me a sip of my coffee. A sip of my coffee. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Okay. The locks that we've lost this week. You gotta charge this battery too. Don't forget to charge me, Jason. Don't forget to charge me. Oh me. Audio is perfect at the desk. Something's, I guess, wrong with my freaking mic. I'm gonna have to do some testing on that. Are you slow or slam with lockouts and auto from people rushing around? Finding through the weekdays it was slow, the evenings are full of lockouts. Alright, Logan's on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. We have where'd my gloves go? Oh, we can't do this without gloves, y'all. Can't do this without gloves. Some valuable stuff right there. Valuable stuff right there. I don't know where the phone went. I left it by the computer. Yeah, see, lock and key. We don't have anybody that comes out on Saturdays, I'm sorry. What kind of vehicle? Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. For selling. Kid got suspended for selling hand sanitizer. Yo man, roll with me. Get me some hand sanitizer. Give me some hand sanitizer. Yes, sirree. Looks like I have a key broken and an ignition coming in. LSDA lever handle. I'm waiting for the video to get caught up on my thing over here. I think that's good. Yeah, y'all can see that good enough. What was wrong with this one? What was wrong? What was wrong with this one? It was broke. So we have, and this is actually a grade 1. This is a grade 1 LSDA lever handle. It's kind of unusual to see these in the field. Not really for where I was at, but it's still unusual to see them. Yeah, so a whole lot of metal there. Goodbye. Whole lot of metal there. I'd already taken the screws out of it. There's our cylinder. And let's see, we got to get a box going for this, right? We have a lot this week. We've got a lot. These are actually a customer's who, I might add, broke his foot. Broke his foot from a ladder, and it was a protruding bone break. It's one of our good customers. And yeah, customer / friend, really. And yeah, that makes it much easier, right? And fell off a ladder with a protruding. That means this bone exploded out of his foot. So beware of ladder work, y'all. Beware of ladder work. What do we have in this box? We have a I don't know what was wrong with this one. Nothing, I don't think. This may have just been a switch out for a better lock. And in fact, I think it was. So I don't necessarily know what was going on with this one. I can't even remember. I can't remember where this came from, honestly. But it didn't belong wherever it did come from. Last week we talked about making a dinosaur with that. I probably shouldn't have done that because I know y'all are going to hold me to it. This one's still being fairly good and has a cylinder. We'll probably end up getting separated. For those of you who are like, oh my god, don't throw it away, I'll buy it. The cylinder will probably get taken out and added to the giveaway pile. Because really there's nothing wrong with the cylinder. However, on some of these you do have to pick it on some of these cylindrical grade 2. Let's see if we have to here. Yes, we have to pick it. So, and yeah. Usually what I do in that case. Oh, but there is a good dinosaur lock right there. And we're going to throw these screws out real quick while we're doing it. Screws on the counter. Screws on the counter from last week still. So we have our garbage down there. There we go. And some bad screws, good screws. Dinosaur plates. Poker thing. Don't need that. And these in this box were infuriating. Goodbye. Farewell. This is our broken MTS that we actually talked about during one of those lives. Farewell. Farewell. You lost your life way too soon. Way too soon. Look at it, it's barely even harmed on the side. But yeah, I think I discovered what it was the door was allowed to slam further in than it was supposed to, and the latch was getting caught on the back side of the door. So long story short is, yeah, that's dead. It says 2017, but I had this in my inventory for a year and a half before I even used it. And the leaf, the complimentary leaf. We do have some good screws in here. Some good and bad. There's a Allen wrench, and this actually would go in aluminum. So I believe it or not, I break it down as far as I can. These are actually, that's not a good screw. These are going to be all thrown out. Bad screws, bad screws, and the faceplates for that thing. You know, I don't know. These might be brass. I'm gonna put a magnet on them and see what comments. See what we have in the comments. Thank you, Night Owl. Y'all are off talking about hand sanitizer. Pay attention, people. No, now you are. These, what are these? The old Russ ones. That is a, no, it's Corbin Russ one. Corbin Russ one. This was probably the first. When were these put on? I want to say these are how old were these things? But get this, we see a drilled out screw right here. Because was this how these were put on? Because I showed drilled out some screws. Yeah, that's not going to come off without removing the cylinder. And I actually need the cylinders out of these, so I'm going to have to pick these. But interior retainer, look at this beauty. I had to drill 2 of these because the interior retainer, like, okay, I had to drill them because they're broken, right? I had to drill them to take them off the door. You know, here we have this kind of nonsense going on. You know, it's just hangy, jammed up. So you think, hey, let's just go take it off and put a new one on. That was my plan. Let's just slip it off. Yeah, no. The retainer wouldn't wouldn't punch in either. Ended up having to drill it, force it off, and then I get to this nonsense. Not that nonsense. This nonsense. This is how they're designed. One with threads on one side, one threads on the other. So to take this body off the door, you have to remove the exterior handle with a key. If you don't have a key and it's dead, you have to take the exterior handle off, and then when you pop this rosette off, which I can't, there's the screw. It's hell. What the? All right, besides taking the cylinder out, just go. And guess what? I've got a bunch of these that I got to deal with. There's the LSDA latch. You know, the latch is actually still good. A little bit worn out. Held on with this. I mean, I'll tell you what, people, when you're in a hurry and trying to get stuff done and you run up on that kind of nonsense, that's just nonsense. Nonsense. So yeah, I would do what any good locksmith would do and grab his freaking drill, because he had to have the drill to drill the inside retainer off. So it's like, okay, drill's in your hand. Might might as well just drill it the rest of the way so that you can get it off the door and get it replaced. Screw you, Corbin Russwin, early 1980s version. That was just ridiculous. Ridiculous nonsense you make us deal with. I don't need any of that. And yeah, as we'll see here, we have another one. Same way. And that's when I suddenly realized that I had a bunch of these that I had to deal with. Retainer. No matter what I was doing, like when it freezes up in this area. Like this button gets all like jammed. It's totally jammed on this particular one. And of course the lever handle sagged on the inside. This, I didn't do this, right? This was already here. Isn't that beautiful? So that's actually going to help me. I'm going to finish drilling that out and try to get it off so that I can retrieve, because I need these two cylinders. But yeah, it's the same way. It's the same way. Look at that. That nonsense is just. Why did you do that to us, Corbin Russwin? Why would you do that nonsense? Just rude. And that latch is actually really good, so I'm going to keep the latch faux show. This kind of reminds you of the Schlage Rhodes. The Schlage Rhodes deal. I really don't need those screws. Nope, I do need those screws though. Okay. Yes, guess what? I'm sitting over here earlier telling you how not to break a drill bit. And I broke a drill bit. Yelp. I broke my favorite drill bit. At the time, it was my favorite drill bit because, it's always your favorite drill bit that you break. Always the favorite one. It's never the, I didn't really need that drill bit anyway. It's always your favorite one. So that wraps it up on today's locks that we've lost this week. I'm going to have to move the camera, the monitor and all that back over there. So yes, it looks like I got some cleaning up that I got to do up here again. Screw, you can go away, and I do have to wipe my hands off, even through my rubber gloves. Oh no! I definitely do. By the way, the gray ones suck, y'all. In case you didn't know, the gray ones suck. The gray ones suck. Let me move the mic back so that we can finish off this broadcast. I need to move this out of the way completely. I've got some work I got to figure out on that mobile mic. That disappoints me. That disappoints me. Alright, I'm back over at the counter. Let's put the wide angle back on the mic, or on the front camera. Boom, wide angle. And here we go. Alrighty. Get settled in to wrap this fella up. I know some of y'all had to go while I was over there screwing around, so sorry about missing you guys, or gals, whoever happened to come and go while I was over there yapping. Okay. That is not a locksmith friendly lever lock. No, it is not. Definitely not. Welcome back, Mr. Forbes. Full of everything but toilet paper. We just had a Costco open up here in town 20 miles that way. And they opened up without hand sanitizer. Grand opening, no hand sanitizer. Oh, I need to wipe my hands. In this episode of Saturday Morning Live, we're going to teach you how to wash your hands. Because apparently, there's a lot of people that grew up not knowing how to wash their hands. So you get soap and water and you wash your hands for a good length of time. You don't have to sing happy birthday. You don't have to do any of that. Just, just get your hands clean. Like, get between the knuckles, and just, just learn how to wash your hands. Learn how to wash your hands. What are you doing? Should have learned that when you're in 5th grade, right? I think most of us here did. Oh, shoot. And then you have to deal with this. You gotta let your hands dry for a second. You do not take the cylinders out of the locks I just ditched. Yes, I know. I'm gonna do that because I gotta go clean up the mess that I just made. So I got 2 of those cylinders on the job that I'm working on. Some bozo came along and put in Rust-1 heavy duty grade 1 locks, and much like this that I'm going to be featuring in a video soon, hopefully, once I have a chance to figure it out. This is very, very, very similar to a Rust-1. This is, of course, a panic device lock, but it's very similar. The Corbin Rust-1 looks almost identical to this. Just imagine it being, a complete lock. Most exterior trims are literally half of the lock anyway. I like the warning sticker. Please do not turn this lock into the wrong position. But basically, just like this one, the Corbin Rust-1 has this long... Oh, no, stay right there. Has this long fixed cam. And has this little plastic shield deal. So, number one, that's wide compared to if you open up a box of KIK cylinder. The tail pieces that come with those are a little bit narrower, and there's none that long. There's one that's about yay long. It's not long enough. There is one that is a long one that's for single-sided deadbolts. And of course, it's a lazy cam. So what do you do? I don't know. What do you do? But we will learn in a future video. Well, what I was saying is, in the Corbin Rust-1 version, luckily, they don't use this nonsense. This roll pin, I don't know if you can see it, but that roll pin nonsense right there. They use a standard cylinder, and I'm fortunate enough, and it's L4 keyway, and I needed RU46, and they did this to like 8 doors. So I'm like, oh god, I gotta switch these cylinders. That means I'm gonna have to order those particular cylinders to get them in that keyway. Then I realized that I've got tons of regular KIK cylinders because I've switched out tons of Rust-1 lever handles. 2 of those are going to get repurposed, and I scrounged up 7, and then I remembered where I put my other ones, and they are actually right, not up here. Where'd they go? They're somewhere around here, so yeah, I don't know where they went, but I've got a box of them, and I've got like 8 with RU45 QA, so now I'm going to be running low on RU45 and be flush with L4 QA. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to find a customer. Oh, and since the cylinders are the same, I'm going to take the tailpiece from those and have the cylinders keyed up, and then just unscrew the cap and the tailpiece at each door. Got to kind of be careful because those Corbin Rust-1 springs they're very tiny. We had to get a snort of stuff there. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a future video. I have to make this into Sergeant, I think. So Miracle Jason, make that into Sergeant. Poof. Call me and here's a check. Make it happen, Jason. Make it happen. Make it happen. Mr. Forbes. Oh no. I hope she's doing well. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed for Mrs. Forbes. I don't know why something just popped up on my computer. So everybody send Lock Force vibes to Mr. Forbes. Mrs. Forbes, I should say. Mr. Forbes and Mrs. Forbes. We hope she recovers quickly. And I've collected my info on the giveaway between Ron Williams, Daz, and Anthony. Anthony, I don't know. I almost feel like Anthony deserves to be kicked off the island for not just saying donuts or escargot. Something weird. Just tofu's so bland and white. And just like... Honestly, though, I hadn't tried a whole lot of tofu-flavored things. Like tofu snacks or stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just never have been big into tofu. He did say coffee, though, so he automatically wins on that one. Automatically wins on that one. You're welcome, Darcy's Pick. I hope I answered your question on how to use tofurkey. Hope that answered your question on the that thing up there. Or anybody else who had a question about those things. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. I say cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Much easier to wield. It's way easier to wield your jig. Wield your jig. You want to be extra careful wielding your jig. And when it's too long, it just doesn't work right. It's too long. Way too long. The giveaway, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna decide how to do that. I don't know. We're gonna make you keep waiting. I will say what's gonna be in there extra is here we go. In addition to the other stuff, which was your choice of the blank Bobby Keys plaque pinning kit, the skull pinning kit, or not pinning kit, the pin mat, I guess I should say. The master padlock, we got a nice quarter North one in there, and we're gonna add this to the booty. We're gonna add a little baby padlock. Make no mistakes, this is not a large padlock. Little baby padlock. A neat little double-sided wafer lock. That's one of those kind of like an Illinois, or not Chicago or Illinois, but it's the true double-sided, not double-sided convenience key. It's not really the close packed. It's actually individually springed in there, so it's not the close pack style like a real Chicago lock is, where you have to have high and low on each side. A Schlage secure key. That's right. If you want a Schlage, you can have it. You can have it. ACL keyway. And actually, this is not a true Yale. I discovered there was a thief. I don't know. Let's see. No, there was one brand of key that wouldn't go all the way in that, so they are absolutely useless to me. It's actually in decent. I don't know what the inside looks like, but there we go. And if this ends up going to Daz, then I'm going to have to make modifications. If I did not include that before, I don't think I see one in this bag, but a pickle fork. That's right, a pickle fork. Pickle fork. And see, we're close to 4 pounds. If I go above 4 pounds, that's going to kill me price shipping if Daz wins. That's going to kill me. Depending on if it goes there or not, I may or may not be able to include one of these two. It's just a Sergeant cylinder and a freshly made by yours truly space and depth keys for Schlage SC1, made out of actual Schlage keys. That's right, because I still have like 700. No, actually I've been using them. I hadn't ordered and maybe the Sergeant cylinder. I don't know. That's over 4 pounds though, so we might have an issue, Especially whoever wins. If Daz wins, if he wants that thing. So anyway, that'll be. We're gonna have to give that away soon. I'm tired of messing with that crap because I gotta do other stuff. So that'll be for sure. I know I promised this last week, but for sure it'll come up. But we're gonna take his tofu answering account. Who else was here? Daz did not ever join in today. Ron Williams, are you here? If you're still here, Ron, tell me what your favorite food is. Anthony's like, dang it! Now he knows what to answer with. So Ron, if you're still here, post your favorite food. Going back to the same question, if you were stuck on a desert island with coronavirus all over the world and you could Uber Eats only one thing, then what would be your favorite food? If he's not here, then maybe he'll add it later on. Oh, Jason's coughing. I get a sore throat. I know. I was at a gas station like 2 days ago, and I was pumping gas, and I inhaled a bug, went down my nose, and I started coughing and sneezing at the same time. So I was like sneezing and coughing, and there was a couple beside me that like he was like finishing pumping, and he like shoved it in there and jumped in his car real quick. I'm doubled over from a freaking bug. I'll check out your video as soon as we get done with this, Mr. Forbes. Thanks for doing a video on that. Y'all subscribe to Forbes and anybody else who has a channel on here. I'm assuming Skull Picker maybe. I'm just looking at the last few comments, but those of you who have got a customer. Hold on. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, I got a dilemma. My key broke.
What kind of car is it?
A 2001 Kia Optima.
2001?
Yeah.
Were you having to jiggle that key to get it to work, or did it just snap?
It had, I had twisted it in the door and it kind of broke. And I pulled the other piece out.
And it was, again, one more time.
2001 Kia Optima.
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 Yeah. This book's only showing Optima to be a Canadian version that doesn't use that key. Let me check another reference real quick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's totally the wrong key length for that.
That's probably why it wasn't going in the door all the way, huh?
It what?
I said it's
How
probably,
long have you been using it for?
I said it goes in the key ignition switch,
Yeah.
but in the door it kind of goes in halfway.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be like I'm gonna have to make it by code. I'm gonna have to decode and make it again. Also because of where it's broken. With it being like that, I'm gonna have to just decode. This looks like it was a fairly new key that somebody made you. Did you lose your key and somebody had to come out and make it?
That's the same key I had since I had it.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take me about 20 minutes of those. So.
20 minutes.
And it's gonna be 35 plus taxes, 38.
Okay. I'm gonna pay you, and I'm gonna
Yeah, it comes with 2 keys too.
Okay. See if my owner come back and get it for me.
Okay. So 38, 39, and 40. Yeah, it'd be like right at about 15, 20 minutes altogether. So. I don't know if y'all just want to wait or if y'all can wait or.
Her name's Sarah Smith. She gonna.
She just come back and get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah. Okay.
Listen.
I got it. You want me to throw it away?
Nah, let me keep it as my time sheet.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay. I'll have it ready for.
You just gonna get her the whole key ring back?
Yeah, you can take it now if you want. All right, y'all. I've got to make a key. It's made on a DW.
You want to see her so you know how she look? Sarah, step out the car.
I mean, she's gonna come in and ask for a key of keys or yeah.
Nah,
It's fine. You're fine. You're fine.
See how she look because
You're
he said it's gonna take 20 minutes. And I'll use some gas.
Yeah. I think it's getting busy, y'all. I got a Toyota broken key coming in too. SE lock and key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the auntie.
Okay. That's
I'm the
fine.
auntie.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have it ready in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it'll be up on my niece's name or?
No, you can just come in and get it.
Okay.
She already paid for it. You're good.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. What kind of car was it? You just need a duplicate key made? Does it have the remote head or is it just a plain key? Attached to the key itself? Okay, we don't do those. Okay, thank you. Okay, y'all. Anyway, yeah, DW04, which is a Daewoo. Remember Daewoos? Daewoo does not suffice for a Kia Optima. So I'm gonna make that, and then I guess I'm gonna make a. I guess I'm gonna have to pull a broken TR47 key out. Thank you for the specs on that. Yep, KK6. That's what I was looking up. So anyway, hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay safe, stay sane. Hopefully you have a supply of toilet paper and hand sanitizer. And no offense, I'm going to figure out what these cuts are. Let's do a quick sight read. What do y'all think? Right here at the end. Let me hold it up after I clean it. Now, obviously, the first cut is a 4. So, a little game. Y'all do it for me, Lock Force. Right here, let's just turn this around. Let's just turn this around and then go down here. There we go, Lock Force. Post in the comments with what we. I'm pretty good at this game, so I pretty much have to figure it out. It's pretty easy to figure out, honestly. As wait, you chink, 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 chink. That code series is probably going to be what, 8 and 4. So 8 and 4. Where's our poker? 1, 2. Somebody cut that recently now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at that 3 and 4. So 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you see your deepest cuts are there. These are a little bit up from that, and then these are a little bit higher than that. So it's pretty easy to figure out. We should have an answer in the comment section already. If not, y'all are grounded from Lock Force. Grounded from Lock Force. See? Oh, my comments are way behind. Who was the first person up? Bart tried guessing, but that is incorrect. That is an incorrect answer. Incorrect answer. We're going to have a max violation on your guess. Max violation. Close, quick, night owl. Close one. 4142. Oh, yep, you're missing one there. 414. No, max violation. 414. Never gonna have a one next to a 4. 424 22433. Y'all have a great weekend. I hope everybody stays safe and sane from the coronavirus. And yeah, I don't know. You know, just another day for us. Just another day with a bunch of scared people. And we look forward to putting locks on storage facilities, storage, janitor closets, all of next week too. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Live. We were questioned by Zachary as to whether we'd actually be live because everything else has been canceled. But we're not going to let no stinking pandemic slow us down. Lock Force, disassemble. Have a great weekend. And somebody come cut this stupid key for me. I guess I have to do it. I guess I have to take out a Toyota key too. I'm sure I forgot something. If I did, I'll just post it in the comment section. Like you're supposed to post in the comment section. We'll catch y'all next video. Hey, we're out. Lock Force, disinfect. Yes, Lock Force, disinfect. Toyota issue caused by split wafers or not 4 at the beginning. I mean, that's probably it too. Probably got a 4-3 something. Anytime there's a 4 right there at the shoulder, you're just asking for trouble, especially when you use a Daewoo key. When you use a Daewoo key for a Kia. Retro Game Monster, sorry I did not see you join in. Thanks for tuning in, but yeah, split wafers could have done it too. I'm always sketched out when people bring broken keys in because you don't know what condition the key's in, how much the key's in there. You just never know. Never know. And I need to go get more cold coffee. That's what I need to do. And wash my hands. We will see you next video. It's probably going to have to be that because, I mean, that's... of course, I may do the video and not ever release it or may not release it for a while. But I'm going to figure out how to do that. My first thought was a rim tail. If rim tail pieces nowadays weren't segmented, it'd be perfect because with, like, LSDA rim cylinders, they come... with a fixed tailpiece. That would be almost perfect to use because it's the same brand, so you could use it for a regular KIK. But it's segmented, so the segments are going to snap when you go and turn the key and use the key to turn the thing. It's just going to snap at the segments, so we can't use that. Otherwise, it's wide enough. I mean, it'd be the ideal thing if it wasn't segmented. So I need to find a wide, well, I don't think there is one. Still don't think aftermarket manufacturers have taken that into account. Is those wide tail pieces. She said it wouldn't go in the door. Yeah, so. Okay, I'm out. We'll catch y'all next week for sure. Saturday Morning Live, 12. But thanks for joining in, everybody. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in. And, great weekend. Great weekend. Let's just keep your fingers crossed for all the crazy people.